How's it going, everyone? This is Jay from Keyboard Gaming, and today I'm going to show you the best way to beat Skeletron on Master Mode. Out of all the pre-hard mode bosses, Skeletron gave me the most difficulty. His hands do a ton of damage, and later on his projectiles can be very hard to dodge. This also works on normal mode and expert mode too, not just in Master Mode. So what you're going to need for this fight is Molten Armor, a Molten Fury, Space Armor, a Space Gun, a Shield of Cthulhu, Rocket Boots, and the best movement accessories you can get. I personally use Terraspark Boots and a Horseshoe Balloon, which both help me dodge his attacks and avoid fall damage. I also recommend using a potion such as an Iron Skin potion. Next, you're going to want to build a decently long bridge right next to the dungeon. It doesn't have to be too long, but should be a good enough area for you to run and avoid his attacks. It's also important to put a wall at the end of the bridge to keep you from falling off. Then, you should place campfires and heart lanterns with enough range to cover the entire bridge. You can check the range by looking at the buffs underneath your hotbar and seeing when the buff disappears. For arrows, you should use Jester's arrows, since they can hit both his hands at once. You should start the fight with the Molten Armor in your armor slots and the Meteor Armor in your social slots. The fight should be started as early in the night as possible, or else he'll turn into a Dungeon Guardian and one-shot you. When you're ready to summon him, talk to the old man at the dungeon. The first part of the fight is definitely the most difficult because of his arms. For the first part of the fight, you want to keep firing the Molten Fury towards him while running away from him and dodging his hands. Don't bother shooting the head yet, but work on damaging both hands at the same time. When one of his hands dies, he immediately starts firing skull projectiles, so you want to break both of his hands around the same time. As soon as both of his hands are dead, open your inventory and switch to Meteor Armor. You can quickly do this by right-clicking on it when it's in your social slot. For the rest of the fight, you want to go in circles around his head while shooting at it with the space gun. The easiest way to dodge the skull projectiles is to fly straight up and then go over his head. You just need to keep doing this until he dies, but eventually, Skeletron will be defeated. You can make this fight even easier by using things such as Ranger Potions, but I just showed you the basics of what you need to do. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about beating Skeletron in Master Mode. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe, and check out some of our other videos.